Hey y'all, I'm just coming to talk about what happened in Orlando, Florida at the Club Pulse on, was it Saturday night? No, it might have been Saturday, but whenever it happened, it just happened, everybody know about it. I hate it. And let me let you know, I'm a Christian. And though a lot of religions disagree on a lot of different issues, or the senseless killing is not necessary. God is love. Your God, my God, your superhuman, superpower, or whatever you want to call. I call him God. Acts in love. So we should love one another no matter what. Gay, bisexual, transgender, straight, Muslim, Christians, Jews, Hindu, all that. We all human. If you cut me, I'ma bleed just like if you cut yourself or somebody cut you. You take one pants off at a time, one leg at a time, so do I. So my heart goes out to Orlando, the victims, the families, the friends, because this was a senseless crime. And now, after hearing the two patients talk about it, and that young lady, Patience, that's her name, Patience, I can't remember her last name, she was there with him in the bathroom for a while when he called 911, telling him what he did, and then he prayed to Allah or whatever. He said he didn't hate black people. He just hate what this country was doing to his country. So I don't think it was truly about being gay. I really don't, though people are making that personification that he hate gays. Because from what she said, now I don't know exactly what they're doing to his country, per se, to come in here. I mean, I know stuff, but, to have the fact to say, but for him to say, he didn't say, I hate gays. He said that, what this country has been doing to his country. And that could be hating on Muslims. Because we know he was a Muslim. So hate all around. I should not hate you, dislike you, because you believe different than I do. There are so much good people out here. So many good people, different people. All kinds of people in this world. And this country was born on pretty much immigrants. I mean, really, let's not get into it, okay? Okay? Let's not get into it. So how can we throw them away like that? How can we just have that kind of hatred in our heart? Now, I don't know what this man was going through on the inside. Young man. Cute young man. But I don't know what he was going through. And you know, now they're saying that his wife, they're taking her in and she might be facing criminal charges because she was well aware of his actions and what he was going to do. Now, she told the police and the authorities that she tried to stop him from doing this. Now, put yourself in that lady's shoes. Wives out here, significant others, husbands. Would you have turned your significant other in that you know that they want to act out an act of this kind? Would you run to the police and say, she knew exactly? She said it. I mean, she knew what was going to take place days before. She drove her husband to the Pulse nightclub days before to scout out the place. She took him to buy weapons. Obviously, I guess he couldn't drive or something. You know, I have to throw a little humor in here. But she was driving him to go get the weapons. She drove him to Pulse to scout out the place. So she knew what was going to happen. Now, I'm not too deep on their culture to say, oh, well, you know, women have to do this and they have to do that, and maybe you'll be seen as an outcaster and all that hoobla hobbla hoobla hibbly hobbly. What would you have done? Me, and I can only speak for me, act like that, it would have been hard. It would have been hard for me to go to the police. But I would have. I really do believe I would have. I would have had to turn my husband in. Because it's a hate crime. It's totally hate crime. Would my family forgive me for that? I'm pretty sure they would, and if they didn't, you know, so be it. But to kill 49, 50 people were killed, 49, I think, including him was 50. And to injure so many more that are still in critical condition. I would have had to turn him in. I would have had to turn him in. Now, they asked they asked the father of the guy who did the killing. They said, do you forgive him? And he said no. He said what he did was wrong. That's exactly what he said. He said what he did was wrong. He would never forgive him. He doesn't. They asked him, do you miss your son? And he said no. Now, that was a little harsh. I mean, I'm pretty sure he has to miss his son. Do you forgive him? That's up to, you know, the person. He doesn't. And because the act, his actions. But that's exactly what the dad would have said. So why didn't the wife turn him in? Now, they are young. I think the wife is 27 or just turned 30 or something like that. So they were young. But my heart, and I'm praying daily for Orlando, for the victims. I'm praying for this country. And we should not X out anybody. Anybody. Because nobody's perfect. Nobody. You pick up a gun, a knife, you cussing somebody out, throwing a chair. None of that. Nobody is perfect. Nobody. Nobody's perfect. But I just wanted to say that. You know, what would you have done being a significant other, knowing well in advance that your partner was going to carry out an act that will be a mass shooting, mass massacre, killing? Though this is not the biggest that's happened in the U.S., as I'm hearing, I think it is the biggest for Orlando. So that's a big thing. Well, my prayers go out to you all, and this is on my heart heavy. I don't like hate. I like love. Even if you disagree, you still love that person. You don't have to be all up on them. You don't have to be underneath them. You don't have to partake dinner, wine, drink, soda pop with these people. But you can love them from a distance. Talk to y'all later.